Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I thought I would show you guys what it looks like in a day of homeschooling. We're going to get through our work a little bit faster. Usually Fridays are our test days. We review things that we went over that week. If there was something we missed that week, then we make sure we go over it then. And it's just basically, we get through Fridays pretty quickly. And then we have it planned that way because they also have PE at the YMCA on Fridays. And that's anywhere from an hour to 2 hours. It just depends on what our day looks like and what my school schedule looks like. So like an hour worth of schoolwork done before they're up and moving. And even while they're up and moving, getting ready, they know what the expectation is. They'll get their breakfast together. Sorry, my husband's texting me. But anyways, we because of my school schedule, we kind of have to have flexibility. But I will take you guys around to kind of show you what, for the most part, our day looks like. And so I hope you guys enjoy it.
So I try to get up pretty early in the mornings just so it gives me time in the mornings, because I feel like I do my best studying in the mornings, but it gives me a little bit of time to study in the morning before the kids get up and I start working on their homeschool stuff. One of the first things I do in the morning is I text my husband, who is already at work, and I tell him I love him and wish him a good day and vice versa. And then I go into the bathroom and start getting ready for the day. My cat has to follow me in the bathroom. She gets upset if I close the door on her. So she just is always there distracting me. And then as quickly as I can, I will make up my bed. It's nothing fancy. I just hurry up and get it together so I can run downstairs and let my dog out to go to the bathroom. And I'll get a quick peek at my daughter just to see if she's up or moving at all.
Good morning. Good morning. Hey, sit. Sit. Oh, she's a good girl. She's a good girl. Look what she is. Okay, come on.
Once my dog is out, I go and I open up all the curtains. There she is. She's trying to tell me she doesn't want to be outside. But I open up all the curtains in the house just to let the light in, and I'll kind of straighten up any messes that might have been left behind from the night before. And this is really quick. It doesn't take me very long. And then I will turn on our aromatherapy thing, and my cat likes to mess around with it. And I have to put a Monster in the freezer before I start my day. I know it's a terrible habit, but I love Monsters. And after that, I will get, today I was eating eggs and avocado, but my kids eat usually hard-boiled eggs and like a waffle and some fruit. And so I was kind of just getting that out and set up. So it was just easy for them to get and warm up their breakfast. I know it's not fancy. I feel so bad, but that's what it is. And then I will work on some homework for as long as I possibly can until about almost 8. And then the kids are usually coming in and letting me know that they're awake around this time. My son just walked in at that point, and he didn't want to be on camera because he wasn't like ready yet. And then my daughter came in right afterwards. But they usually get up about 8 o'clock. So usually they'll get dressed really quick and kind of wash up, and then my son's usually completely washed up and it doesn't take him any time at all. And then they will eat their breakfast, and sometimes, like you see right here, my son is working on some homeschool stuff while he's eating his breakfast. And I usually will go and ask him if he brushed his hair. It was looking crazy. We've just got him a haircut. After breakfast is when they'll go and brush their teeth, but then I will help my daughter fix her hair, and it is a chore because she has so much hair and it's so long and it gets so tangly. But yeah, she needs help with it, so I'll help her do her hair.
Hey guys, so it is now like 8:30, 8:40, and so I have gotten a couple hours worth of schoolwork in, and now the kids have eaten their breakfast and they are now ready to get their day started with homeschool stuff. So there's a change of plans. Usually on Fridays we have PE. The kids have been not feeling very well this week, and I think that Mia could make it to PE, but my son, he isn't going to be able to make it to PE because he came in and he just didn't look very well. And on Fridays, it's usually his run days, and so they run for like 45 minutes straight. And they do like some other things, but it's mainly running. It's like he's taking this thing called Run Club that they have at the YMCA. And so I just don't want his asthma to act up, because whenever his allergies act up, his asthma will act up. And so we are going to stay home today, which kind of works out because I have some stuff, like I was working on some homework. I was stuck at a park, so after lunch and after they get settled in and after they're done with all their schoolwork for the day, then I will go up to my campus at the college I go to and get some help from a tutor to get through some of the homework that I was having issues with this morning. But yeah, so it's 8:30. I've been up since around 6:30-ish. I usually on Fridays try to get up, like, I try to be ready and dressed by 6 o'clock, but I forgot to set my alarm to get up earlier. And so, yeah, I kind of slept in today, but we are going to start our homeschool stuff. So here we go.
So now it's homeschool time. Josh is getting ready for his vocab test. So he's doing some independent work, studying on his vocab while I work on math with my daughter. And this day she thought it was really funny that she was getting recorded doing homeschooling. So she was a little distracted. I ended up having to turn off the camera. Once I've showed her her lesson and kind of gone over it, then I go over math with my son. And that way they're kind of like right next to each other. So if she has any questions, she can ask me. But usually once I go over the lesson, she gets it pretty well. And same thing with him. I just kind of quickly go over the lesson, and then he does the rest by himself. And there she is. She's taking a 15-minute break, and she's excited about it.
So just a quick update right now on our day. The kids have done... Excuse me, my husband keeps texting. The kids have done a majority of the work. Josh is ready. She will be working on pin. Right now they're both taking a break. But I do have other things that need to get done today. So during this right now, it is 10:11. They are having a quick break because they've been working hard since 8:30 this morning. So sometimes they'll have a snack. Right now they just chose to go in their room to play for like 10-15 minutes. During this time, I will catch up on text messages that I might have missed from my husband. I also, since it is Friday, we usually do our grocery shopping on Fridays. And I talked about it in my last video, but I went ahead and placed my order with Instacart this morning. And I finalized the order. I double checked with the kids to make sure that everything they needed was on the list. I double checked with my husband to make sure everything he needed was on the list. And so now I'm just waiting for that delivery, and they should be delivering it between 12 and 1, which is perfect because, yeah, I'm all out of groceries. Like, usually it's so sad. Usually Fridays, like, our groceries are like way down, just because I try to only go to the grocery store once a month, or not once a month, once a week. And so I'm really grateful because I used to have to go on Fridays to go, or I would get up really early and go grocery shopping, or we would go grocery shopping after we were done with PE. And so now I didn't have to do that. I just put in the app and then they'll deliver it to me, and I'm able to get some studying done. Pretty much after they eat lunch, they're gonna be done. I think they might do some like little things here and there, but they're pretty much done. Like I said, Fridays are usually a pretty chill, we have it together day most days. And they're not feeling very well. Both of them, their allergies are kind of acting up. My son more so than my daughter's, and as you hear him with his outbreak cough. But yeah, so that is where we are at. I'm trying not to talk too much because I feel like this might be a long video. There's my little munchkin. And, okay, go get ready. go study your vocab because you're gonna have a test. So, yep, their break is over, and I'm going to go help them with what they need help with.
So at this point, Mia's done a pretty big bulk of her work. They are done with their break, and she is doing some more homeschool stuff. I didn't record everything because it was kind of a distraction for them, and but they finished up in record time, and then they were making their lunch. And I try to make it so that they can make their own lunch. I do help them, but I try to make lunches that are easy for them to make to kind of teach them how to be more independent. And my son will usually put away any dishes and do his chores in between while he's waiting for lunch to be ready, or vice versa. Sometimes my daughter's doing her chores and he's making lunch.
We didn't see the club to that alligator, right?
Oh, I love, what is this, Brave Wilderness?
Yeah.
Okay, so they watch the Brave Wilderness, like, whenever I let them go on YouTube or let them have, like, tech time, and I really like it. It's pretty cool. It's like,
I cut it out.
you cut it. So, that pretty much wraps up our day. It's not very exciting. I do need to dye my hair, so sorry. But it's not very exciting. It was an easier day today because it is Friday, and it's a lot of just like reviewing, testing, and just making sure we understood concepts and stuff that were testing and reviewing concepts that we went over during the week. They usually are not allowed to have tech time or technology or video games or anything like that during the weekday, but it is a Friday, so usually if they've done all their chores and they've done really well that week, Renee and I are trying this new thing where we're giving them rewards for getting their work done, because I mean ultimately you want to work towards something, and if you have something to look forward to, you're going to work harder to do it. So we have kind of been implementing, like yesterday, or like little reward systems and stuff like that. Right now it's like they really like technology time and game time, and so depending on how hard they work and how much of their stuff they get done, and if their rooms are clean or their chores are done, then they get to have some like game time or technology time. Usually if it was nice outside, I would tell them that they needed to go outside and play, but it is really nasty outside. Let me see if you guys can see. I don't know if it really shows whatever, but it's just really wet and nasty outside. So it's gray, it's gloomy, and it's really wet. I think it was raining early this morning and stuff, and late last night. So they can't really go outside right now. Their trampoline's wet. None of their friends are home right now because they're in school. But later on tonight, Renee's gonna come home. He's gonna grill in the front yard. So usually on Friday nights, it's pretty fun because the kids will just hang out with their friends on the end of the cul-de-sac, and Renee and I will either work out or whatever. But today, we're just gonna hang out in the garage and grill while the kids play in the front. I don't even know if you can hear anything I'm saying because Josh is like slamming things as he's putting them away. But yeah, that's pretty much. I don't want to ramble too much, but if you have any questions or anything, just comment down below. This is what works for us. This is what works for our schedule and my schedule being in school. It's not always this smooth, and we're not always done by lunchtime. Sometimes we run later or run over, depending if we had a hard time with the concept, or maybe it was just a rough lesson, so they had to take a couple breaks or something. But today was a good day. This week was actually a really good week, as far as them understanding things and getting concepts and doing what they needed to do. So I think the reward system is working. But if you have any suggestions, I'm still new to this. We've only been doing this since October. So if you have any suggestions, let me know down below. If you have if you homeschool and you have if you do YouTube videos about that, comment down below. Again, I like to have an open forum, like where this is a place where you can not only see my videos, but link your videos down below so people can see other resources that are out there and available to them. Because I feel like there's not a whole, I mean, there are a whole bunch out there, but it's a lot of research. So someone can find it easily right here and get information that they've maybe been looking for or having a hard time finding. But anyways, that's all I have for today. I still have, like, I'm gonna scarf down my lunch, and I'm waiting for my Instacart to get delivered, which should be here within the next hour. Put that away, and then I'm going to study until about 3 o'clock today, or until my husband gets home. And the kids are just gonna hang out and maybe, hopefully not, tear up the house. But thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.